ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Chicken Bone Alley. Now, gladly, proudly presented by SRI Performance. I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, guys and girls?
Boy, it's been another week here. We still somewhat quarantined. I guess week. Actually, I messed up last week. I said 4. Actually, last week was week 5.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I messed up. I lost count.
Well, I told you I lost count. I don't even know what
so
date
so now
it is.
it's week 6.
Well, is it Christmas? I don't know what. I can't. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what. I passed the house the other day. Had Christmas lights. So I'm just not sure. Are they like the year-round deal, people?
It might have been Easter lights, maybe.
It might have been the whole Easter. Because, see, there's that thing going on that they just kind of keep them up throughout the holiday events throughout the year.
Might as well.
But why not? There's nothing else to do.
Oh, well. How's your week been?
Well, it's my turn again to
You retired again this week?
be the daddy, the home. What do you call it? Homeschool daddy, whatever you call it. I don't know what the whole thing's going on.
Stay at home dad.
Stay at home daddy. Stay at that whole deal. Yeah. So
I'm too essential. I couldn't be that.
This is some. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just trying to be the proper. Trying to help out.
Mama's listening.
I'm trying to help out, right? I'm trying to help out, and I'm gonna try to do the beat right thing, and just So, but anyway, no, it's just I don't know, man. And our governor in South Carolina here, he just released a statement that kind of had a lot of ums in it, and it had a lot of what ifs in it, and it had a lot of I don't knows in it. But what it did have in it was our kids can't go back to school. So what that means is we can't go back to work every other week, and that's not good. That's not good.
No, it's not good. It sucks. What's really crazy, and I know I've said it before. I work for the South Carolina Department of Education myself. I'm a school bus mechanic. We're still working. We're wide open.
Well, y'all have a lot of. Y'all have a lot of necessities.
No,
y'all be providing a lot of PB&Js and a lot of
PB&Js
internet.
apparently.
A lot of them.
They didn't quit with the internet. Our schools gave them all hotspots.
This is some bullshit crap.
Mama's listening.
This is some bull crap. I ain't gonna lie. What the world happened?
I know.
Can I get some hotspot?
I know. Your kid don't go to public school.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm still paying for that public school though. So I mean,
every year.
Absolutely. So can I get some hotspot, please? Man, it's just crazy, dude. I wish just let it go. I mean, it's this thing I don't understand. They just released the whole you can use public boat ramps again. Okay, all right, wonderful. All right. Well, you can't have but 2 people on the boat unless you are staying in the bed with them or whatever. But okay, all right, that's fine. Well, I went to Walmart, and I ain't gonna lie. Walmart, they have a policy. They got 7,000 buggies lined up with chain links on them and shit. Crap. I'm sorry, my mom. I apologize for my profanity. This is not the Walmart version. I'm talking about Walmart, but this is not the Walmart version. But anyway, we're waiting in line, and they got a backpack sprayer in there, and they're spraying down the buggies. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. Appreciate it. We get in there.
I wish they fixed some of them buggies.
I wish they had a mechanic, not a sprayer. I don't care about the bugs. I don't care about the plants and the whatever.
The weeds and
all that. Just fix them. Fix a tire or 2. That'd be nice. But anyway, so we finally get us a buggy and we get in there and you're going around. And I'm thinking, as I'm going, because I just do that kind of stuff. They're counting people, obviously. And obviously they have a person counting that don't know how to count, because when I get in there, I get to this one row, and there's 84 people on one row. There's 84 people trying to get some cereal and stuff. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. You can't have but 2 people on a boat, but you can have 84 people in one row on Walmart.
They don't care. And the bad thing is, at least the people on the boat you know, and you know what they doing.
Exactly. If I want 8 people on a boat, I think there's 10 that can fit on my boat. 10, okay. The 10 people, I know those 10 people. I know where they been. I know where their mouth has been. I understand it. We good because we hang out at my house. What's the big deal? I don't get it. I passed a golf. Dude. And this is another thing I don't get. Golf. Now I'm not knocking golf, but I passed a golf. Whatever you call them things. Golf course.
There you go.
I don't golf. I hope y'all don't take any mind of this, but I don't golf a whole lot.
I don't need to, and I don't, which is a good thing. I'm glad I don't.
You definitely don't need to. The driving range, I know what that is, but anyway.
Yeah, because I hit you with a golf ball at the driving range. I did good.
Yeah, and I was behind you.
Yeah, that's when I realized I did not need to play golf.
That's for another day. That's for another day. But anyway, dude, I saw 4 golf carts sitting at one tee box. And I literally saw, I know 10 people standing up there at that one tee box. So if you can go golfing, why can't you ride in a boat with more than 2 people?
I don't know. It's stupid.
I just have issues with it. But anyway, I don't know. We're gonna have to start doing this from the street for too long if daycare don't start back opening up pretty soon. And I'm not gonna name no names, but it's a Baptist church in Florence. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. So please open back up. But anyway, that's where my day and week and stuff has been. How about yours?
Mine's been very quiet. Other than, I don't really know. I really ain't done nothing. I mean,
What?
I really haven't. I mean, it's just been a bleh.
I wish mine was blah.
Landon decided to ride his bicycle yesterday, which is good. This is the best thing about this whole thing. He gets out of the house about every day and rides his bicycle. He wiped out on the rocks yesterday.
Oh, no, he did.
Oh, yeah. Tore his knee all to pieces.
Bo, that's part of it, dude.
That's what I told him. I said, hey, I said, all right, now you need to get back out there and go ride it again.
Exactly. You remember back in the day when you had the pedals that had the
metal pedals.
They were metal pedals and had metal spikes. And I don't really know what my mama and daddy, and I know my mama's listening in a little while. So, can you please answer, why in the world would you buy me a bicycle with metal pedals and metal spikes on those pedals? Because you know you're going to slip.
Destroy my shins.
You know you're going to slip. I've got, dude, up under my lower calf, I have got 4 scabs, whatever you call them, scars. My bad. Scars of a pedal. Why in the world would you have metal pedals?
I don't know.
With spikes.
The plastic ones are bad enough.
With spikes. I mean, I'm all for metal. I love metal. I work with metal every day, but don't have spikes on them, Bo.
At least every other week.
Every other week right now, because I'm partially a mom. I mean, a home daddy, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it. What is it?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Anyway, okay. But I'm proud of Landon for getting out and riding his bike, and getting off the social media, social type stuff.
Well, he don't get social media. No, we don't do that. Not with him. I'm on it enough for all this podcast and everything.
This is work related. I mean, you know, I don't try to associate this with social media, but
he keeps saying he wants a Facebook, and I'm like, no.
He's got that daggum game. What's it called?
Fortnite.
That's some bull jive. I ain't gonna lie. I don't be. I can't, there's too much involved in that, but there is, dude. It took y'all. It took like $200 from y'all at Christmas time 1 year.
Oh yeah, he did 1 year.
That's a lot.
I'll tell that story real quick. That was kind of funny. He
well, to us it was.
Well, it wasn't to begin with. I was pissed off. He I think it was Christmas time. He got some PlayStation Store gift cards, and he spent all of them. Well, I had a PlayStation 4 myself before he ever started any playing of any sort. So the account that was on there was linked to my PayPal account. Well, when his PlayStation Store gift cards run out, he just kept spending anyway.
He had to go, bro.
And apparently, that is when I found out that PlayStation doesn't really ask for many requirements to spend money on there. They will just charge and charge and charge and charge. And he can tell you the exact amount. I forgot what it was, like $202.51 or something like that. He can tell you the exact amount
it was. It was a lot.
It was a lot
It was
of
more
money.
than a video game, I promise you.
A lot of money he spent in Fortnite. Well, that whole account got canceled. I flagged it on my banking account and got my money back, fortunately. And that whole account got canceled. He had to start from zero. And so that was kind of funny. So he learned after that, because he got a PlayStation taken from me for a while after that.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell that boy, get out there and do something. Get out there and play in the yard or something. But he's doing a lot better. I'm glad to see him out there playing with his bicycle and jumping some rocks and falling on them and stuff. That's good. I don't know how long I want him to get hurt, but I want to see him playing with his bicycle, so that's great.
Well, speaking of your boat, though, that you was talking about a minute ago, tell us about your boat. What's going on with it?
Well, I bought a boat last year. It's Tahoe. It's a 2150cc. It's a center console boat. It's a very nice boat. I love it. I mean, we've been looking for years to try to find a boat that we all wanted to, my family that would enjoy and want to be able to use, kind of well-rounded to ride and fish or whichever you have. But anyway, we went a couple weeks ago down to the waterway, the Intracoastal Waterway down here in South Carolina, and you can put in down here at the south end and ride to the north end. It's very peaceful. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to ride. Anyway, we was going down and had some close friends of ours following us. Thank the Lord. And I'm pulling the boat down there, and all of a sudden he calls me and says, "You got hubcaps flying off your boat wheels there." I said, "What?" I said, "I got some caps. I don't have the center consoles, whatever. But I mean some
Center caps.
Center caps." Anyway, we pull over, and the rear, it's a dual axle trailer, and the rear axle is slap burnt up. I mean, the hubs are freaking glowing red, essentially. You can't touch the wheels. Done slung all the grease pretty much out of it and all. So, didn't really understand what was going on. Well, we went ahead and went on. The brakes were locked up. Surge brakes locked up. So we unplugged in. We went on about our business. Well, anyway, I took it today to Bass Pro. Tried to get that fixed a little bit, but man, it's bad now. They finally got the public ramps open back up, and you can't go nowhere. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Bro. It sucks.
Well, I mean, Bass Pro's
even
got
if you do, it ain't gonna be nobody but you and the wife. So,
well, this is true. I can't. You're right. Well, you can hide up under the little canvas there if somebody comes.
It's gonna be hard to hide four of us, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Oh well, let's I reckon let's get into some racing and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't really know from last week to this week. There has been a ridiculous amount of iRacing going on, and it's like I said, it's so hard to cover all of it. There's no way we can do it.
Oh yeah, it's a whole lot going on there, and we unfortunately and fortunately all together, Fox Sports has been good about covering the iRacing. They kind of jumped on it. I really figured NBC would, but I guess it's Fox's time of year with NASCAR, and because iRacing already had a deal with NBC, but I guess because it was Fox's time of year, they kind of jumped on with NASCAR. Well, in that relationship, when they jumped on with iRacing, they started covering it was the World Outlaw Invitationals, late model invitational. Well, a late model and sprint car invitationals. And first few weeks there, it was really, really good, exciting racing. Awesome to watch, and we talked about it even on here because we were sitting here doing a podcast while it was on, and was able to watch it. Well, for the last 2 weeks, last week and this week, NASCAR wanted the slot with some sort of IROC type deal that they're doing. They're painted up like the old IROC cars.
They look really cool. I mean, they really do.
Yeah, they really look cool. But last week, I think they ran some, what was it, IMSA races?
Well, they had a modified
dirt
modifieds
race.
at Volusia and IMSA race at somewhere road course. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where.
And who do we say was it? Chase Briscoe?
I think Chase Briscoe won. I think, and
modified
Scott
race?
Speed.
Yeah. Scott Speed run the IMSA style
IMSA
race.
deal. Pretty sure, yeah.
And it's, I don't know. I mean, it's racing. It's on TV.
I mean, watch it. Absolutely watch it.
Yeah, watch it. I just personally like the
dirt
dirt racing that was on there.
I'm all for the World of Outlaws. The way they had it done, and having the voice of the World of Outlaws help call the race made a world of difference to me. Like this week they're running the stadium trucks or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I think it was the Pro Fours. I think
they were whatever it's called at a just I don't know whatever they are. Anyway, they got the Super Late models, I think, running at Daytona, which is cool.
Weird.
I mean,
that's probably more closer to the old style of IROC cars, I guess you would say, running at a big track like that.
It's just totally different than what like we like to see. I mean, like we said originally, seeing the dirt get some live coverage, whether it be iRacing or whether it be in real life racing, being able to see the 410 wing sprints and being able to see the super late models live on Fox or on wherever on Wednesday night, what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
I think they got a lot of coverage. I think that really, and it was some awesome racing. I mean, it was great racing. So why get rid of that, in my opinion? But
my opinion is they ain't got nothing else going on. Why not have another night of it? I mean,
exactly. I agree.
Would it hurt?
I agree.
don't know.
I do. I love to see the World of Outlaws tour on there and running. There's plenty of dirt tracks to run on iRacing. Run them.
Well, Ronnie Anderson just won the stadium truck race there at wherever it was.
Wherever it was. I'm not sure. I'm not too keen on all that.
So now they're coming up. Will Power is on FS1 here with Jeff Gordon, Adam Alexander, and Clint Boyer. He's running the stuff tonight. So we'll see how he does and see how all of them do. I reckon. I don't know. I think this race is gonna be a better race, but it's gonna be a race. But I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a wreck fest.
Well, I mean, last week. Well, I think it's gonna be a wreck fest. I do agree, but last week it was a little more well rounded. I don't know. I know David Gravel and all them guys ran it. I know Kyle Busch ran it, but I really don't know if Kyle Busch is running this week. I don't know. I did not see him in that stadium truck race. I did not see David Gravel in that race. I don't know.
Well, maybe they're getting some different guys every week to come in from every series to kind of give somebody some support.
Yeah,
sucks though because they're not letting them put their sponsors on. I like the fact they're painted up like the old.
Well, they've got their sponsor on the very front of the car, but you cannot really tell it. You really can't. No. They do have their sponsor on the very front of the race car. But Scott Speed's running in it. Bob Labonte. Guys we know. David Gravel is running. Kurt Busch. Will Power's running, of course. But, it's just...
They're going through the starting grid right here now on the...
Chase Briscoe running.
Chase Briscoe's
starting
running.
dead last.
Cruz Petrogron running.
Yeah, but I do not see...
Chad Reed, dirt bike guy. He's...
awesome. I do not see Kyle Busch, though. So, maybe he's taking the night off. I don't know. He's been running a lot of this iRacing stuff here lately.
Dude, he's been on all of it. He's been running. I know our boy Derek Griffith last week. He ended up not being able to run Rowdy Energy Super Select series because he had some computer issues. Fortunately, though, he got a newer computer. And,
Sweet.
He got some. I saw some pictures of it. He said it was funny. He said, "Wow, this looks awesome now. It don't look like Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1 anymore." So he upgraded his graphics card a good bit. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely right, dude. I'm telling you what, man. I mean, I don't want to bring up a whole long subject, but I've had some major issues. I think we talked about it last week. Me running the race with Darlington and with Clint Mills, and had a lot of computer issues. Well, got a computer coming from Mr. Everett Clark, and around here, around Florence, he is the top notch, by far the best computer guy that I know in all sorts, whether it be gaming, whether it be business related, it doesn't matter. You get, by all means, if you need a computer built, Everett is the man. So
send us a message. We can hook you up with him.
yeah, absolutely. You just let me know. He's gonna have mine done Friday. He's gonna actually come and set it up, get everything running like it's supposed to on iRacing with with triple screens. So, like I said, you let us know, and he'll be more than happy to build you a computer, whether it's gaming or business related. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but speaking of iRacing, as we have been this whole time, we're a day away from the Thursday Night Thunder Series coming up. And yours truly will be running it. I've been practicing on my pro late model stuff. See what's going on with it and try to get... I actually ran an official race last night and qualified third. Finished second my heat race, which is where I started. Started third. Got in a wreck on the first lap. Fell back to like 23rd. I managed to drive back up to 5th, so I was pretty happy about it. And so we'll see how all that's working out, but I think that's going to be a good series.
I know it is. I mean, the way he's promoted it, it cannot help but to be a good series. And I know it's a little short series. I know that, but there's a lot of good come out of that series to get to the showdown, what I call it. The big races coming up. So it's gonna be good. Ain't no way around. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to spot David. I'm not ready. Like I said, my computer is not here yet, so I'm not prepared to start tomorrow night. I'm not prepared to. I haven't run triples yet, so I need a little bit of practice running triples. I don't want to jump in there and make a fool of myself. So I'm gonna try to spot David if I can next week, and try to get him to the front. But we'll see what happens with old Chicken Bone Alley. There's a little more to come than just on the 13 car. I got a good feeling it's gonna be a little bit more to come.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it, and I think we're kind of excited. So we're gonna be able to share with y'all real soon. But y'all be listening tomorrow night. Check out on Facebook NRN, the National Racing Network. Check them out. Watch the race because you're gonna see some names in there you probably know, especially you go-kart guys. Y'all gonna see some names in there you know.
Awesome broadcast, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome broadcast. Good show. The first 4 weeks, $100 to win, $150 to win, something like that. Something like that. Somewhere in there. It's money to win. It don't matter. All paid to get in there. So got a good bit of entries from what I saw. So it's gonna be a tough race to get in there. I hope I can get up there and make it in the main and see what I can do.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's good, man. So watch out for David. He's very, very good. I'm gonna tell you, he is good. He's got triples right now. So, and like we said before, triples on dirt make a big difference.
They help a ton. You can really see does. Where you are. So much better.
Yeah, it really does. So it helps you. It helps you understand what's going on around you a lot more. So watch out for him. He is definitely good. Like I said, he's definitely good. He understands the the lines that wear out over time and over the race. So definitely watch out for him.
Well, I don't know about watching out, but I ended up getting on there the other day, and I went in a test, and how I've been testing for it is because I know these tracks are going to be wore out by the time we get to the race. So I've taken and I turned the track condition all the way up to 75% or so. And that's how I've been practicing, just to look at it and see and get my lines and see where my fast lines are and figure it out, because I'm always faster on a fresh track, and but I typically slow down over the longer run because of just track wearing out on us. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it all straight and get it running good and get used to it. Get used to the guys we're racing around. That's going to be our biggest thing, because it's going to be a new group of guys we're racing around. I ran a practice race with them the other night. We ran 50 laps, only had one caution, so we did good. It's a good group of guys, seem like, so far to race with. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all check it out. Like I said, check out NRN, National Racing Network, on Facebook. They're covering it. They're going to be broadcasting it, and us, Chicken Bone Alley, one of the sponsors for this series. So we'll our name be on there. So check us out.
Absolutely, man.
Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit.
Share us, please. Share us to all you guys, all your friends. Just please continue to share us. That's all we ask.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll tell you what, we got some exciting news this week. Exciting news for us. We've been doing this. This is our 11th actual episode, 12th if you count our introductory little episode, our preview. And we've been searching, and I'll tell y'all guys, we've been looking for sponsors for this show, but we didn't want to do just any sponsors. We wanted people and businesses that were more closely related with the racing community.
Yeah, I mean,
and not just any Joe Blow company out there.
No, I mean, R&R Sounds is they've helped us. I mean, that's our company, of course. So we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna try to help let this podcast help them out. But to have SRI on board is unbelievable, man. It really is.
Yeah. So now we got SRI Performance, along with Stock Car Steel and Aluminum and Draco Springs, and we highly appreciate them coming on.
Absolutely.
And that is a company, no matter what form of racing you are in, they got everything you need.
It doesn't matter, dude. I was looking. I don't care if it's diesel related. I don't care if you drag racing. This doesn't matter. I mean,
dirt track, asphalt.
It does not make a difference.
Road course, everything.
They
got a little bit of everything. Well, no, they don't have a little bit of everything. They got a lot. They got everything of everything that you could think of. If you need a motor, call them. They can get it.
Got it. There's used parts. They got used. They got used race cars.
Yeah,
complete cars. Yeah. So I mean, it does not make a difference what it is. If anybody has got anything they would like racing related, give them a call.
Give them a call. Go to sriperformance.com. Check out all their other companies. Like we said, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Draco Springs, all those guys. Well, they're all interrelated there. There's so many companies that they can point you in the direction of anything you need.
Well, I mean, Stock Car Steel, dude, I work in the steel industry, so we do a lot of machine work and fabrication work, whatever. But they got everything. I mean, they got steel, structural steel, tubing, square tubing, rectangular tubing, stainless solids, aluminum, whether it be structural or not, titanium, even plastics, tungsten. It doesn't matter. Just give them a call and find out if you got any question of what you may need. Just talk to them. They've got grinders of any sort. Just for a small instance, they purchase tubing, from what I understand, 95 thousandths wall thickness.
This was a cool stat here.
And,
this was a cool fact that they do.
Well, this is something that relates to me, and it's really unbelievable. They purchased tubing 95 thousandths wall, so NASCAR mandates a minimum wall thickness of 90 thousandths wall. Well, 5 thousandths is really not much at all per side. I mean, it's really not. It's 10 thousandths difference in diameter. A human hair, for anybody that does not know, a human hair is roughly 3 thousandths in diameter. So you figure that in wall thickness. Well, NASCAR industry, the NASCAR guys wanted their material to be to the minimum size. So what does stock car steel do?
Just to shave as much weight as they can.
Yeah. So what does stock car steel gets them a grinder, a center grinder that will run this. I would assume it'd be DOM tubing or some sort. But anyway, they got a grinder that runs this between centers and grinds the OD to a wall thickness of 90 thousandths, because that's what NASCAR mandates, a minimum thickness of 90 thousandths. So, what NASCAR pays extra for this minimum thickness to be mandated is unbelievable. So anyway, they will do anything you can imagine, and they have grinders capable of machining or grinding, square tubing, rectangular tubing, you name it. So definitely check them out. It's not just racing related. They'll take care of anybody's needs, really, to be honest with you.
They definitely will. And go through a few things right now that SRI's got going on. Right now, Valvoline Pro V Racing Oil, 55-gallon drum. That, for a lot of guys, especially this year, that could last you the rest of the year.
I ain't lying.
That's a lot of oil.
Especially if you ain't racing. If you practicing every other week, it was good.
I'm telling you.
I hope we're going to be racing soon, though.
Yeah, I do too. And but yeah, it's regular $25.99. Right now, you can get a 55-gallon drum of Pro V Valvoline Racing Oil for $1,999. That's cheap when you break that down to quarts.
I'm kidding, but
that's real cheap.
$600. That's a lot of money off. I ain't lying.
That's a ton of money off.
And guess what? It don't do. It don't go bad.
It don't go bad.
It don't go bad.
It don't get stale.
Exactly. It don't go bad. So I mean, get it.
Also, if you want to go to quart route, that's cool too. Regular $14.39 a quart. Right now to the end of the month, $10 a quart.
I like the 55-gallon drum. You know why? Because at the end of the year, it makes a wonderful fire barrel. I ain't lying.
Exactly.
It's perfect for a fire barrel.
It's a good fire barrel.
So
and it burns out real good since you had oil in it. It burns out real good.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Also, Aeromotive fuel pumps there. You buy a pump, you get a filter free.
That's nice, but I ain't gonna lie.
The filter's $105 deal there, so that's a good deal.
You got to jump on that, Bo. I mean, I'm about to buy me. I don't even know what I'm using for. I'm about to buy me one.
We put one on the boat. It don't matter.
Hey, it'll work. Put it on there.
On one of the boats. I don't care. Right now, all the iRacing stuff going on. That's what we're talking about, because that's all the racing we got going on right now. Logitech, they got an adapter on there for all the Logitech wheels, pretty much G25, G27, G920, to go to any MPI wheel.
Dude, I'm telling you what, I got the exact adapter on my G27. I'm running a G27 right now. I'll take a picture of it later and we'll put it on there. I think it's $45. It ain't, dude. It's well worth it. I mean, it's simple. Me working in a machine shop, I cannot build it for that. So go buy it. I'm telling you, I think it's 6 bolts. You unbolt the stock wheel, you bolt that adapter on, and then your MPI wheel, I think it's got 3 bolts.
Yeah,
holds it on.
Well, what's so cool is MPI, and we've been to the trailer that sells MPI wheels.
Yeah.
They've got an endless supply of steering wheels.
Absolutely right.
I personally, I've got an adapter on my wheel too. I like to run a 15-inch wheel. It comes with a 12-inch wheel. I think or 11-inch wheel.
It's teeny.
Teeny little
yeah.
wheel.
Logitech wheels are teeny. It's not realistic at all. Yeah.
No, it's not comfortable. The wheel is, the base is great. Wheel I don't like.
No.
So this adapter is a must-have for all you iRacing guys, especially you guys that are just getting into it.
Well, the guys that my opinion, the guys that actually race, these go-kart guys or these late model guys or whatever that want to get on iRacing and run, get on MPI. You can order whatever wheel you want.
Yep. The
adapter will work with any MPI wheel you can find.
Any race car wheel. Yep.
Exactly. So just don't worry about it. Just find what wheel you want. Find what size you want.
The 3-bolt wheels. That's
exactly
all you need.
It's 3-bolt wheels, and then just go on SPI and order the adapter. It'll be there in a couple of days, and you'll be set, man.
Yeah, SRI's got you hooked up on everything, man, and we can't thank them enough for coming on. We appreciate it, and we're gonna have a good relationship with them for years to come. Absolutely. Hopefully, especially through the end of this year. So
they actually just ran. They're in iRacing too.
Yeah, they just had a SRI Invitational the other night.
Sure did.
And they had a bunch of guys show up to it, and that was a cool race to watch. Chris Ferguson was on there. Corey Gordon was on there. There was a lot of boys. Trent Ivey was in there. There was a lot of boys on there. So
that's going to that's going to definitely make a big jump here soon.
So all you people. All you guys, especially that are in the racing industry, I don't care what kind of car you drive, what you're in. Anybody in the racing industry, I know you've already heard the name. Check out SRI Performance.
Yeah, please
Stock
do.
Car Steel and Aluminum, Draco Springs, the purple springs. Everybody needs them. Go get them. It's your best spring on the market. So go check them out. They're your one-stop shop for all things racing. So we appreciate them coming on.
Absolutely. By all means, they are definitely doing their part. I think they're even making masks right now for all this whole coronavirus deal going on.
Yeah, that was actually the first thing I wrote them. When I talked to them, I said, I saw y'all were making masks for hospitals and everything and distributing them through a couple different race teams. And, there was some cooperation going on with a bunch of different people there. But I thought that was really cool. And, so, and we told them, through this time, we wanted to provide a little, a little racing talk and somewhat of comic relief, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we can be funny to listen to. I don't know.
Well, we don't know honestly, we don't know what everything in the hell we're talking about. We're trying the best we can what we got. We honestly are. And we are adamant of not quitting this podcast.
Go figure this would happen this year. That we just started the podcast.
Exactly. Things happen for a reason. We whatever. But we have called on a lot of sponsors to try to help us get started, and we're not asking for a whole lot. We really aren't. But honestly, SRI has come on and helped us, and they haven't batted an eye. They've honestly just jumped on and said, we'll help you out. We'll carry you through all this, and all we can do is just help them out, and that's all we're about.
Yeah, they asked us. They said, they sent me an email address and said, what do you need? So we sure appreciate them, and we're gonna do our best to help them out. So you're gonna see a lot of SRI and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum and Draco Spring post on all our social medias now. So
absolutely right. So
get used to it because y'all gonna see it. And we really appreciate them coming on. Anyway,
right.
So back to some racing.
There wasn't a whole lot. Well, there was a lot of high racing, but there wasn't a lot that we could cover. Well, I couldn't.
Well, one thing, you ain't got a computer. You couldn't watch half of it right now.
Well, this is true.
Because your thing died.
It's all on you. I can't watch anything, so you just tell me what happened.
Well, I was sick again Monday, so, I don't know how I got the stomach bug 2 weeks in a row.
He had Miller Lite virus.
I don't know what I have, virus. I don't know. It was bad.
Twisted Tea
bad.
virus. That's
Twisted
what you
Tea
had.
virus.
That's what you.
I might have had this. I'm gonna have this Crown Peach virus tonight. If we keep on drinking it.
This is good stuff. Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody
You
that
can't
we have
go buy
done drank
our
the whole
stuff.
bottle of Crown Peach.
Don't go buy no more
Don't
of
tell
that.
nobody that.
It is
Y'all don't tell
horrible.
nobody.
It is not good stuff. It's nasty. Don't drink it.
If follow us for recipes, as everybody likes to say on Facebook right now. But if you mix it with some lemonade
After the
vitamin
fact.
water,
Don't even worry about it right now. But next week, when you can't buy none, then we'll have a recipe out. So just don't worry about it.
so yeah, follow us for more recipes.
Exactly.
Oh man, oh man.
But I mean, we got a lot of stuff coming up. I mean, this whole deal's rising a little bit. I know, like we said, our governor in South
We're
Carolina,
coming out of it. We're coming out of it.
Yeah, it's starting to slowly come out of it, but it just worries you kind of what's coming, and you're on the big scale what's coming. I don't know. I mean, we've heard a lot of ideas of things that we even heard that a lot of the race teams and race drivers and whatever don't want to travel by air. They want to travel by car, so they want the first race to be back at Darlington.
Well, see, and then I heard a little more about that today. I meant to talk to you about it earlier, and I didn't do it. So we'll just talk about it on here. It's all cool. That's what we're here for anyway. Now, they're not saying... I heard that maybe not have the Cup race there originally. They're talking about maybe just having an Xfinity race there off the bat.
It's so weird, dude. I swear
I don't get it. I don't get how to... I saw the best idea, though. I saw the absolute best idea, and I forgot who it is. I hate that I forgot who it is, because I'd love to give them credit
I remember
for it.
the North Wilkesboro deal.
That's what I was fixing to say. You can't have fans. Now, granted, I know it would take TV a lot, because
It's a lot.
we've got a little bit of more inside information on TV stuff, because we know someone in the industry. And the wiring that they have to run is ridiculous, because they don't actually run that wiring every time. They kind of permanent install, like Darlington, for instance. The wiring is there. The majority of it has been permanently installed there for years and years and years and years. And they don't have to do that every time. So going to a one-off track that they have not done, trying to run all the wiring for the cameras and the people there. Now, in saying that, I've seen them go to NBC, for instance. I've seen them do the short track deal like at the Bull Ring. They went there, they ran a couple cameras, and that was it. So I think it's possible.
Well,
But
it's
anyway,
possible.
let me go back to it and actually tell what was said. There was someone on Twitter put on there, and they said, "Hear me out." Is how they started. They said, "Now is the perfect time this year to run a race at North Wilkesboro." Biggest thing was, as California states right now, there's going to be nothing else in California sports-wise this year.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. But if that is the case, that means Sonoma
Normal. Done.
is done. And it's kind of going around the industry that they're not going to race at Sonoma this year. And I hate that, because it's a good road course. So,
Yeah. Time out.
time out.
The biggest thing I hate about that is, okay, Sonoma's road course. Okay, whatever. People don't like Sonoma. I like road courses. I know we started this whole deal we talk about round track racing and dirt track racing and all that. But road course racing, and I think really iRacing has helped me take a big scheme of things kind of deal at road racing. It's exciting, man. I mean, don't take that away from the NASCAR tour. There's only freaking 2 races a year? Or
Yeah.
3, including the Roval?
Yeah.
How many people, honestly, are sitting in the grandstands at a road course?
Well, and I 100% agree with you, but looking back a little farther at the grand scheme of things, this year only. I'm not talking about in the future. I'm just talking about this year. With the way things are going to have to go, with all this, the Rona stuff out here, I could understand. Let's run. They're trying their hardest to run 36 races on the Cup schedule. However that may be,
travel wise, I understand travel,
and so,
but make it where they're going to Vegas. They're going to Vegas.
I know they are. But if California won't have it, they won't have it.
I understand.
So if they don't, they don't. Now that is a SMI track. I'm gonna go back into it and explain a little more about how this came up and how I like the idea. You may not like it. I like it. It's an SMI track. Bruton and Marcus Smith, if they cannot run that date, that is Bruton and Marcus Smith's date. They can move that to a track of theirs if need be. Now, in saying that, you could go to, there's a road course at Texas. You could run the road course at Texas. This is like a Roval type deal. Las Vegas may have one. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked to pay attention. Atlanta has one. Is it? Yeah, Atlanta.
Well, they're prepared totally. I mean,
Yeah, it's not prepared. It's not right now for NASCAR, but it is there. But, okay, so what they're saying is instead of running Sonoma, run North Wilkesboro. Reason being is because only a couple months ago, Dale Earnhardt Jr., iRacing guys, they went out there, completely cleaned that track to where it was back in 1992, essentially.
Perfect. The racing condition is perfect.
Racing condition is perfect on that track. They may have to put some sealer down on the asphalt, get a couple things. But
tires ain't gonna last a lap. They ain't gonna last a damn caution lap.
No. But anyway, they're saying they're gonna have to go back racing with no fans in the stands, which sucks in the first place. But it's better than nothing. I'd rather watch a race on TV with no fans in the stand than watch no race on TV. So
I'd rather watch iRacing.
Well, there's at least fans in the stands.
That's okay. Yeah. We'll get back to that.
But anyway, so if they wanted to run North Wilkesboro, all they'd have to bring in would be the TV crew. The only possible thing that could be a turnoff for there would be the safer barriers. There's no safer barriers in that
They'll
track.
put them up in a hurry. That takes.
I feel like they could.
Couple weeks, no big deal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, they can go out there and put a whole new section in one in about
I think it's
20 minutes.
I think it's 6-inch square tubing.
That's all.
4 pieces welded together.
That's all. There's nothing to it.
Pretty simple.
And styrofoam in between.
Yeah, nothing to it.
So I feel like if there was a time that they could do it, not saying it put on the best race, not saying that at all, because I don't know how great the garage is going to be. I don't know what the lighting situation, as far as just, I'm not talking about lights, I'm talking about power situation there is. I don't know what water situation there is, nothing like that for restrooms or anything else. But you only going to have the crews there, because they're talking about going back racing with no pit crews, which is, I ain't figured that out yet.
There's a lot of things there, dude. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation, and I'm not trying to take the old track out of it. I absolutely love North Wilkesboro. I would love to see North Wilkesboro back in it. But there's so many things there that's dude, just for instance, you make a media note that there's going to be a race at North Wilkesboro next weekend. Just for instance, what are me and you going to do? Just you and I. Now, I don't care about nobody else. we gonna go to that racetrack.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get
We're
there.
gonna try to find a way to get into that racetrack. That's just me and you. That's not anybody else. So there's a lot of things that are, and they got to be thinking about that. To me, in my opinion, I mean,
Well, I've heard if they go back racing in this state right now that they're in, it's gonna be every crew's limited to 5 people. Total.
Right.
No pit crews,
Right.
no nothing. There's gonna be no media in the garage. Maybe one person from Fox
right.
or NBC, whoever's at the time, literally down there with like one camera running around,
Exactly.
possibly. They will have the remote control cameras, and they will have the announcers in Charlotte calling the race from TV,
Right.
from the TV.
And I'm all for that if that'll work. I really am.
What
But
sucks?
I know all these redneck people that we know, and I know all the redneck people around North Wilkesboro. And they gonna
Promise you
say,
some
I
redneck
don't give
people
a
around
shit.
there, that's
I'm
my
going
kind of people.
regardless. I'm going.
They gonna go tailgate.
I'm going. I don't give a damn. I'm going. And there ain't but so many damn ways out of North Wilkesboro.
They're about 2 roads, I think.
So you tell me.
I've been through there a
there
time or
ain't
two.
gonna
There
be a
ain't
shit
much.
ton of people. Excuse me. A crap ton of people trying to get
Mom, listen.
in and out of there. I promise you, they is not gonna keep everybody from getting in and out of there.
Well, they gonna close the stands. I mean, there ain't gonna be nobody in the stand.
They gonna close the stand, dude. Hey, you talking about a major situation?
That's what would really suck is if they do go back to North Wilkesboro though.
And they
And can't nobody show up to watch it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be, dude. They're gonna freak out. I'm telling you. I promise you. Mark my words. They're gonna freak out. But I'm not against it. I'm not. I love road course racing in NASCAR because there's only a couple races a year, three, whatever. Now, I do love that because I like to see the talent of the drivers. But to see them come back to North Wilkesboro, oh my God, would I not love it? Would I not give away a road course race to get it back? Absolutely not. But I just don't see it happen. I hope it does, but I just don't see it happen.
I mean, personally, I know it's not the same family. I'd give up a Pocono race to see it.
I give up 3 Pocono races to see it. I don't know if you have a calculator, but that's like a year and a half.
I'm telling you.
And I because I just, I'm all for it.
I'm for it.
Well,
I don't know. I
Going
don't know
back
if it's
to the
gonna
whole
happen. I
Darlington
heard.
thing,
Do what?
the whole Darlington thing. Where we kind of got on this whole subject, but I love Darlington. I love Darlington being in September. I love it being at that time of the year, Labor Day, and having a whole throwback deal. And I hope that does not change this year. I know it's going to have a little throw on it, whatever. But
I heard today that there was a lot of kickback on Darlington. They say what the team said was they wanted something in driving distance. They didn't want to go straight to Texas or something like that. They wanted something in car driving distance, and I understand that completely. I kind of heard. I know they're going on private planes.
Exactly
They're not
my
flying
point.
commercial out
Exactly
there.
my point. Guess what? If I want to take my family to Texas, guess what the heck I do? I drive my truck.
You're gonna drive your truck.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I mean,
So I did, but I heard there was a lot of kickback on. They were talking about Darlington, and they said there was a lot of kickback. They said, "Look, if we can keep some tradition in the year,
we're
just
not running
because this year's going to be
race here.
changed so bad, let's keep Darlington on Labor Day weekend." So I think that's kind of out. Right? I think that's kind of moved now. I heard today first race was going to be back at Bristol. I don't know if that's true. Don't mark my
in
words.
August?
No. They missed a race.
Oh, okay. I got you.
They missed a race.
I got you.
And so
I got you.
it may be a Wednesday night. It may be a Tuesday night or something.
We'll be there.
Well, there's gonna be no fans though.
We got invitations to be
We
there.
We got invited to it, so we're supposed to be in Bristol. And if they don't know, we're gonna be at the one in August at least in the night race. So something. I don't know. It's gonna be it's gonna be the wildest NASCAR schedule I think you've ever seen.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it to be. It's gonna be a tight schedule. We might have 2 podcasts a week. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting because they're. I mean, you know,
We really might. We really might. We might have to change to.
might do
if they
it.
run Wednesday night racing, we might have to change Thursdays and Mondays for a little while, just to.
I'm all right with it. We'll make it happen. We'll make it work. But I'm telling you what, you go back and this kind of whole deal with bringing the Xfinity cars to Darlington to start with by themselves, whatever. Kind of brought me back to the whole thing of last year, and we hadn't started this podcast then, but if you're gonna have a throwback weekend to the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series, why in the world would you not bring the trucks back in the same weekend?
Well, because trucks have never ran there but twice.
I know that, but dude, they haven't. But God knows they. I mean, in my opinion, they can make.
I just don't understand putting them in Canada.
What
that
the
weekend.
world? I mean, really?
I've never understood that, but we'll
That's-
save that. We'll save that to a little
I
later in
but
the
that's
year.
that just confused me. But anyway,
We'll save that to a little later in the year. And if I'm not sure what the schedule is this year on trucks. I'm so lost on the schedule for NASCAR this year.
Well, as soon as we all find out, we'll definitely push it forward. But I don't know.
I could pull it up right here in
crazy-
front of me, but I'm not going to do it right now.
It's been a crazy year, and now that everything opened up around us, I think Paradise is opening up pretty soon.
Well, that's what I was fixing to get into. We're gonna have some go-kart racing coming up soon. We're gonna get back to a little bit of normal here. Every track around us has said, "Look, we're gonna have practices." Car tracks, especially dirt tracks, have come up and said, "Look, we're gonna have practices limited to the first 50 cars that come in. Nobody in the grandstands. But they're gonna start back some practicing. Five people per car, and which is great. You know, just get cars back at the track, see what we can do. Let's get these boys back around there. Let's show them. Be smart about it. I understand. I get it. So be smart about it. But Paradise Raceway, our boy Terry Odom, the promoter for that track, he was on the show last week. If you hadn't listened to that show, go back and listen to it. That was an awesome show.
Awesome show.
And
absolutely.
And but Terry Odom come on the social medias today and said they are racing go-karts at Paradise Raceway.
Absolutely.
What did they call that? The Coroni No-No? 1,000?
No, 1,000. Absolutely
At
right.
May 2nd. May 2nd,
Absolutely.
they are racing. So all you go-kart guys,
Be ready, guys.
Be ready.
Come on now.
be ready. Bring like one person with you to help you.
Everybody been talking trash because
Everybody been talking trash on this iRacing
let's get
stuff, you know.
Let's get y'all guys
And
out
y'all
there.
been talking, you know, if I was at the track, I'd beat y'all and all that stuff. So y'all get to the track.
Yeah, come on out there. Let's see what happens. Let's and like David said, keep in mind, very limited crew. It don't take a whole lot of crew to work tires because that's all the hell y'all do nowadays is work tires. Y'all don't do nothing to the go
Bring
kart.
some of y'all some Chris-O one day and show y'all what it's really about. I didn't say that really, but
Yeah, that was supposed to be unedited.
that's on the edited version.
Whichever. But no, just get out there, have a good time. Let's get the car count back up, and let's have fun with it, man. Let's I think a lot of people took for granted what it meant to go to the go kart track, what it meant to go to the racetrack, what it meant to do anything, and and I draw that back to my kids, what it meant to have family time and be around people and socialize and just have a good time. So please, everybody, get back to the go-kart track. Get back to Paradise next weekend.
I know they might limit the amount of spectators that come in right now, but
Well, if they
I
do,
know there'll be people
just-
feeding it
yeah,
on
just-
Facebook, feeding it on Twitter, all that stuff on
Absolutely.
social media, just feeding it in there.
Well, as soon as
Y'all
we
watch
find
the
out,
races, check them out. Regardless how you got to do it, I don't care how you got to watch it. If it's on MySpace, I guess they still put stuff on there. Maybe I don't know.
if they may, but
We don't have a MySpace. I'm sorry.
as soon as we talk with Terry Odom and find out what the limit on spectators is, we'll definitely let y'all know on
We'll
our
probably-
end.
We might try to have him on here the week before that or something like that.
Yeah, we'll try to do that this week coming. But regardless what happens, if you can, get out there. if you're allowed to, get out there. If you're not, watch whatever you can do. Just support them, because this is the first week coming back around here in our end. So please just get racing started back around here. Let's just get it going. Let's get it kick started.
It's gonna be cool. We're coming out of quarantine, guys. We're coming out. Here in the next few weeks. We're gonna be out of quarantine, and we're gonna finish our quarantine series, I reckon, on here.
Yeah, we're gonna start back here. But hey, I'm gonna tell you what, we are not gonna get rid of iRacing. We're gonna keep it going.
We're going at least till the I think the Eldora race on there is at least the 15th. So we definitely gotta keep it going all the way till the end. But we might we gonna if a bunch of these guys drop out of it, and I understand that if the track starts back, we understand them. Other guys we might come up with some Chicken Bone Alley leagues and series and stuff like that.
We definitely continue.
We might have to talk with our buddy Terry Odom and figure out how to promote one of these iRacing things. And
yeah, Terry may help us out a lot, and I know he's got a lot going on with Triple T and Paradise going on in live racing. But if he does not have time to keep up with it, he can definitely help us out, and we will definitely continue iRacing League and have some money going into it for sure. So I hope all you guys. I know. I talked with Trey Kelly this past week, and Trey Kelly has been he's been running asphalt a lot lately, doing very well in it. And we may have him on
race guy.
Yeah,
he was one of our dirt guys for years.
Absolutely right. Well, he has done tremendously well in recent, before all this whole virus deal started.
Shout out Trey.
Yeah, he has done tremendously well lately. So we may end up having him on for too long to kind of give the difference between actual go-kart asphalt racing and iRacing. He's just kind of getting started in himself. So
then we're gonna get him to talk about the differences in the dirt racing, because he's done it for years. We're gonna get him talking moving over to asphalt road course stuff. And
yeah, I think he'll do well, and I know he's ready for it to get it all started back. Like I said, he's doing very well, and he's trying to continue that on. So I'd love for him to do very well in the coming months when we get all this stuff started back up. So we're trying to get him all suited up in an iRacing rig, and we're gonna try to help him out with that.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Well, anyway, guys, we done rambled on plenty long enough. Our Crown Peach has run out.
Yes, sir.
So I guess it's time to get off of here. But anyway, y'all guys have a good week. We'll be talking with you. I'm done.
Well, like again, SRI, thank y'all very much for coming on again and helping us out. We will gladly do anything we can to carry that name on. So again, everybody, check them out. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Do everything you can to help them out.
Draco Springs.
Absolutely. Just do all you can do to help them out. Check them out. They got a whole lot of things going on right now. The ones we spoke of were just a small amount. So just check them out. Let's get this thing back going. Let's get your cars back running. Let's roll with it.
All right, guys. Well, y'all heard him. Y'all get it done. Get your cars ready, because it's coming real soon. So anyway, I'm out.
Later.